My name is Sir Niles Bannister Sinclair von Rochambeau, and I am the manager of the wonderful, fabulous Lords of the Rhymes. And you all?
My name is Diego Escobar. I am the attorney for the Lords of the Rhymes, and I completely and categorically deny any connection whatsoever to the Medellin cartel or any of its global representatives.
Beam, is this the most talented two little hobbit you're ever gonna see? I mean, the beats that Bombadil cooks up with his lab in the Old Forest are just beyond belief. I mean, I wasn't involved, I was mostly involved more of a rock and roll guy back in my day, but the stuff that they do with hip hop, it's like you can barely even recognize it, It's some totally otherworldly stuff. I mean, it is just bloody amazing.
They are also extremely small.
Yeah, that's right, they're so small, aren't they? Because they're hobbits, And a lot of people forget that. They're little guys, they're about half size of you and me. And when I met them, I said, these guys got talent and I'm going to help them exploit that talent to go to the next level. Take this thing all the way to the Undying Lands, as it were. Yeah, the Lords of the Rhymes, I mean, when we first started with them, the first live show we did, Diego and I had this brilliant idea that we were going to build a gigantic catapult, sort of like a medieval sort of catapult kind of thing, almost like a trebuchet. And we're just going to launch them clear from a field outside behind the venue, launch them through the air, roly-poly, humble-tumble, till they land on the stage, exactly right when the beat kicks in, they grab their microphones, and they do their thing that they do so well. It was going to be brilliant. So there we built the thing, we drag it into town, and, we're setting it up, this was in Brooklyn, New York, and, supposedly, you're not allowed to roll a trebuchet through the streets of Brooklyn. No one told me that. Back where I come from in the UK, we roll around with catapults and trebuchets all the time, So when we brought this thing in, we launched the two of them in there. Just then the police come by, tell us to we gotta have a license for this thing, some kind of permit or something. I don't know anything about that. I just come in on the plane. Anyways, they was already in there, and then I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I sat down and I accidentally set on the switch, and I shot those guys clear to Queens. Unbelievable! But people just started cheering, and we knew right then that this was a match made in heaven. That Sir Niles, myself, and Diego, my partner, and the Lords of the Rhymes belonged together, and that this thing was going to go to all new heights, literally. All new heights. So, that's pretty much the first, live show experience that we had together, and they just loved it.
It was very comforting.
It was a comforting moment, that's right, Diego. That's exactly the perfect word. Comforting it was. And anyways, another thing that I've been able to do for the Lords is I've set them up with all kinds of ancillary money-making ventures, gotten them into some other things because, that's one thing I've learned from Diego is ways to make money on the side, So what I've done is I've set them up with a commercial for Irish Spring. I got Quick Beam that commercial, he did that, and he loved it, he told me it was the greatest experience of his life doing that. He wants to do 1 million more if he can. And then what I did was I set Bombadil up with a Lucky Charms commercial. He was able to do it in one take, the whole thing, bada boom, bada bang, as you say over here in the States, and he finished the thing and loved it. So I've been, continually finding those guys work that really dignifies them as hobbits, and gonna continue doing that sort of thing. And through those kind of, extra little, pieces of work here and there, that's how they're gonna start dominating the entire music industry over here and over there, on this side of the water and on that side of the water. Wouldn't you say, Diego?
Definitely. They are extremely talented. They are extremely small-boned, and they are very, very pale.
That belongs in the press kit. Look at that description. That should be like the first sentences of their biographies. I mean, it's brilliant. Yeah, we got to add that in there at some point, you know, when we get around to it. As soon as we finish clearing up this mess here, and, you know, we've got some other things to do in the meantime as well, but that's going to get in there. I think we need to get him to a hospital, actually. Yeah, he's late. It was Diego, you know, late for his yoga class. He's always, you know, he always has to, you know, get all excited before yoga. I'm sure he's just got to exercise or something.